The Caledonia Warriors improved to 2-0 last week. They won their home opener against St. Charles 47-6. Head coach Carl Fruechte joining us. And coach, as you broke down the film from that game, what were your main takeaways from that victory?
Sort of the same as game one. Again, our offensive line was being extremely physical. We're getting our pad level lower than our opponent, which makes me very proud. We were able to, create some holes for our running backs. We gave our quarterback, decent amount of time, in high school to, throw the ball and complete the ball. Defensive line, we did a nice job. The Reinhardts do a great job there teaching the Veer offense at St. Charles, and you got to be really disciplined. But for the most part, we were pretty happy with our guys.
And looking at the first two contests of the season, you got off to a 20-6 lead at the end of the first quarter last week. I believe in week number one up at Zumbrota, Mazeppa, you got off to a 28-0 lead. Obviously, getting off to leads like that is good news for your football team. What do you credit that to?
Right. We'd like to hope that we're being focused. We're mentally prepared. We're ready for, the kickoff. Again, it's a crapshoot, right, with high school boys. But those are the things that we're trying to get through to, our young men is, be ready, be prepared. I think Coach Pitts is doing a great job calling the game offensively. And Coach Schrader is doing a great job calling our defense. So, again, our kids just seem very mentally focused right now, and hopefully, right. I mean, the big thing is, what do you do if you're down 20-6? To me, that reveals the character of a young man, and I would like to hope, and I'd like to hope that we would have a little fight in our dog there to keep going.
But if you never have to deal with that, that's probably
Yeah.
not a bad thing either, right?
Yeah, but you know me, Darren. I'm a paranoid coach, and I'm always trying to prepare for the worst, and just to have our men ready. And we know sooner or later, it's things might flip, and we've got to be ready.
And looking at the stats from last week, 251 yards rushing, 230 yards passing, a pretty balanced attack, showing you can move the football in a variety of ways. Is that something that you've been really focused on and concentrating on?
Yeah, right. I mean, every year that's what you want. You want to keep the opposing D coordinator, off balance. What are we going to do? And some years it works, some games it works, some, sometimes though, right, you got to run the ball more, you got to pass the ball more. But, right now it's nice to be able to do both. It's there's only one football, so it's hard to get the ball to all your dudes, but I think our kids are handling it really well.
And also among balance, it seemingly you're doing a good job of getting a lot of kids involved and getting a lot of kids' numbers on the stat sheet. How important is that? Not only getting that balance, but making sure you have multiple threats established.
Yeah, I mean, right? It's you listen to Saturday or Sunday football. It's no different on Friday. If you got X, then you got to have Z, and you got to have H, and of course you got to have a fullback and a tailback, and you want your quarterback to be able to run and pass, right? Sometimes you can do that, sometimes you can't. The biggest thing, right, is to not have jealousies. It's to be happy. It's when you're a teammate. Lewis Doyle just had a great. We have our boys take notes, and I was so proud of like Lewis Doyle's note the other day was he wanted to be the best blocking football player on our team, and that's the kind of things that you want to talk about and promote, because everybody knows Lewis is going to get the ball a couple times, but he's got to block too, and that's just the atmosphere you want around your football team.
And instilling that blocking, especially among your wide receivers, that doesn't jump off the top of your mind of guys that are going to be key in the blocking game. How proud does that make you, knowing the fact that, he's going to put up some pretty good numbers and get attention for that, but at the same time, he's almost more happy giving other guys numbers by doing those little things?
Yeah, I mean, it's just huge. It's what makes the difference between good teams and great teams, and that's a reflection of young people, right? All the good young kids are a reflection of their mom and dads. It starts at home. And Lewis has two great ones, which all of our kids have great parents. But those are the little things that you just really got to highlight in front of the team, that here's what we want a Caledonia football player being: is unselfish, do what's right for the team, even if it might it maybe might hurt your stats a little bit, but at the end of the day, stats are for losers. It's all about, did you get that W on the scoreboard? So just extremely proud. And again, we got, Lewis has just caught my eye, so that was really cool.
And Triton is coming to town this Friday night. What do you expect out of them?
Well, we see a real good 2-0 football team, right? They beat Maple River. We see Maple River a little bit at our team football camp. Their coaches do a good job. They did they make the state tournament? I think they did last year, the first round. Real good football school. And then, of course, Blue Earth, traditional 2A power, both tapes. All three schools look very good. Triton has a real nice tall wide receiver that's really wrecking people. The quarterback's got a good arm. A couple good running backs, slot receiver. We got to account for all of them. Defensively, they run that 3-5. The scheme for us will be: are they going to stay in that 3-5 and blitz the heck out of us, or are they going to go more in a 3-4 and try to mix up their blitzes? So they got some real good linebackers that we have to account for. If we don't, we'll be in trouble. So we expect a heck of a football game. Coach and his staff are doing a good job. Again, it's what it should be on a Friday night.
And you mentioned the 3-5 defense. A, you're facing an odd front. B, with 5 linebackers, you never know what they're going to do. How big of a challenge is that? Just preparing for all the possibilities the 3-5 can bring your way.
Well, yeah, I mean, you see on tape where their 2 inside linebackers are both blitzing a gap. So the kids just have to do what they're taught, figure it out, and understand that our blocking scheme has to work inside out, and then go from there. So it's a little odd seeing 2 guys come through the same gap, but it is what it is, and they do a great job with it. And we've got to attack, right? You can't worry about being blitzed. You got to attack a blitz. You can't be scared. You can't be paranoid. You just got to go get it and attack it. And of course, the risk and reward is that if we attack it and gouge a hole, we're going to score touchdowns. Now, if we let them tee off, now they're going to get us behind the sticks, and now we're in trouble. So, to me, we're building confidence in our young men to be fearless and pick it up.
All right, Coach. Hopefully, we can keep the winning ways going. Keep your guys healthy. We wish you best of luck this Friday night.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much, Darren.
Carl Fruechte, head coach of the Caledonia Warriors.